Hi, and welcome to the objective that we're going to look at today, which is Chapter 15, Objective 4. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at how monopolies impact society's welfare. Objective 5 is where we're going to look at how monopolists really capitalizes on this, but we're going to start the discussion today. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay, so how do monopolies affect society's well-being? So remember that in a capitalistic society, we believe in markets and we like competition, okay? So the welfare cost of a monopoly. Remember that in a monopoly, price is greater than the where marginal revenue and marginal cost meet. So what we're going to look at here is this market really efficient? And remember, a market's efficient if we have the quantity equal to quantity equilibrium, okay? So a monopoly produces intentionally where marginal revenue and marginal cost meet. So that means that they're actually going to produce less than our quantity equilibrium. And we're going to see where that may or may not be true all the time. Okay, now here's an example. So we have the marginal cost. Remember, marginal cost is equal to the supply curve in a monopoly. Okay, so if I go ahead and find price equilibrium, that would be right here, price equilibrium. And if I follow this down, this would be quantity equilibrium. Is this market efficient? And the answer is absolutely, it is efficient. But remember that when we talk about a monopolist, they want to produce where marginal revenue and marginal cost meet. So if we add a marginal revenue curve here, there's our competitive equilibrium, and here's our marginal revenue curve. So what we're essentially going to do is the monopolist will want to produce right here. Notice that the quantity that maximizes profit is less than quantity equilibrium. The price that they're going to charge, we're going to follow that right up to the demand curve. Whoops, let's try this again. Okay, so there we go, right there. Follow that down. That is the quantity that maximizes profit. To get our price, we're going to go ahead and follow that up to the demand curve over to the price. So we're going to say that, excuse me, in looking at this, the price, the equilibrium price is going to be here. So that's price equilibrium, but the price that the monopolist is going to charge is something much higher than that because what they're doing is exploiting the willingness to pay. So if we look at this, and let me erase my ink because now it's all nice and straight because I can't seem to draw a straight line using my tablet here. Okay. Notice that because we price above equilibrium and we withhold quantity because we want to produce where marginal revenue, marginal cost meet, there's a deadweight loss then. And remember, deadweight loss are those consumers that are no longer getting the product because the monopolist is pricing higher than what they should be in a competitive market. So this deadweight loss is kind of important because it's why we say that just like it with a tax that we looked at previously, let me see if I can do this. Okay. There we go. We are no longer at quantity equilibrium. We have a deadweight loss. And because we have that deadweight loss, this market is not efficient. Well, that was pretty simple, wasn't it? Okay, so let me go ahead and that's the end of this objective. So you can see that a monopolist, because they produce where marginal revenue and marginal cost meet, they intentionally withhold the quantity and they sell it at a higher price. They're able to do so because they are the only seller in the market. And so in looking at that, that's when we say that this market is not efficient. We have deadweight loss, and when we have deadweight loss, we can no longer, total surplus is no longer maximized, and we can't get to quantity equilibrium. Hopefully that makes sense, and I'll see you back for the next objective. Thank you.